Hello, I'd like to welcome you to live in the Mulavi community. Hello, I'd like to welcome you to live in the Mulavi community. Programs, webinars, and courses you will see. Time to meet others who are also living the Mulavi. We'll be talking about money, life planning, and fun, so that you can live your life and money on purpose. Whether you choose to walk or to run, see how having a financial plan can be so much fun. Whether you choose to walk or to run, see how having a financial plan can be so much fun. Stay as long as you can, make sure to come back again. Have a coffee or tea and learn about living the Mulavi. Welcome to Live in the Mulavi community.
Hey everyone, just like that neat little song says, welcome to Livin' the Mulavi community live. This is Kevin Giebert, and I reside in the beautiful city outside of Vancouver, Surrey, British Columbia, where I was able to go on a walk today with my dog, Piper. Yes, and let's just say there's some dogs out there that Piper is probably the length of their tail or maybe a paw. But luckily Piper is small enough so I can pick her up. But yeah, I have to fight her to go outside. But then once she's outside, she loves it. And yeah, so. But I digress. I was today, the title is A Couple Turtles, My Mother, and A Change of Pace. Always nice to have things in threes. On the comedy stage or in talking, everything is in, a lot of things are in threes. And the first one, the reason why I was talking about turtles, or one of the reasons, I go for a walk just to get some ideas about these lives. And so I'll get to a story behind turtles, but because it does involve my mother. But turtles, you know, turtles are slow beings, slower reptiles. They have a hard shell that they can hide under. I guess that's a good analogy maybe for your money and your budget. If you like to hide in your shell, if you don't like to come out of your shell because you know, you don't want to deal with your debt. But that's actually a good idea. I should, when I review this live, I'll have to remember that, because that's a good analogy about a turtle in a shell. But turtles, the original turtles, I think, you know, milk chocolate with smooth caramel and pecans. My mother loved these when I was growing up. Christmas was airmail, letters, envelopes, stamps, and turtles. Yes, envelopes and stamps. Why do you ask that? Well, that has to do with genealogy. Back in the day before the onslaught of the internet. Yes, it's called snail mail. Oh, there's another analogy: snails, turtles. What else? Comment below. Who else? What other reptile or animal is slow? Or maybe the driver that's in front of you in the fast lane. But anyways, turtles. Yes, bite-sized turtles. As the song goes, I love turtles, or something like that. But anyways, I didn't really like these when I was a kid because pecans. Like, why can't they have turtles with the caramel chocolate, but why can't they have them for peanuts? Like, what on earth is the reason? Does anybody know the reason why turtles have pecans? Never really thought of that. But, you know, these are stinking expensive. You know, I use the word nicely, stinking. So these are, how many are in here? 2. Okay. So while I take out a turtle, it kind of looks like a turtle. Yeah. Slow turtle. Yes. These turtles, it's not that bad, but the turtles is always a favorite of my mother's when I was growing up. So I always like to remember her at Christmas time, and the last Christmas. Hopefully, I make it a tradition to just get some turtles, because that was her chocolate. She passed away back April 2015. And back, speaking of my mother, we'll come back to the turtles in a second because that will be part of our change of pace at the end. But my mother, I think in reflection today, I think she may have been slow to react to my attempts of sarcasm and comedy when I was growing up. I reflected on that today as I'm taking Piper for a walk. How am I going to relate turtles to my mother? The fact that she likes turtles. And I was probably making her quick to raise her blood pressure though. So she was quicker than maybe a Roadrunner, what's that commercial or the cartoon Roadrunner? And anyway, somebody let me know. But I think she was slow in her response to my attempts of sarcasm, because let's just say, I don't think my mom thought I was funny. That's okay. Comedy is very sarcastic. Is very what's the word that I'm thinking of now? Subjective. There we go. Starts with an S. It's very subjective. Okay. So, but my question today, though, after almost being with up above in heaven for the last 9 years, I think I'd asked a question, Mom, what do you think of me now? Yes. And so shout out to my mother that's looking down on all of us. So change of pace. Let's change of pace. Now, turtles are slow. Turtles, they might not like to, they might not be slow to get to the finish line of, that due date. The due date, yeah, that's a little segue into into the change of pace today. They're slow to possibly react. They're not. I don't think they do well on the improv stage. Improvising, I don't think it might take them a little while to turn to the right or turn to the left. Or do turtles back up? I don't know. So, anyways, they're good. They're good chocolate. Pecans are okay. But it's not the greatest to eat on video, I guess. But the change of pace. While I'm finishing this, what I'd like to invite you to, starting on Friday, is my friend and colleague, and he somewhat looks like me, Mr. Muladula. I'm hosting the week of Birthing Your Moolah Story. And I'd like to, here's the invite here. The week of Birthing Your Moolah Story, October 25th to 31st. And the calendar is starting on Friday, the 25th at 7 a.m. in the morning. We'll be having a live event, and we'll go back to that in a second. So here's the event. So you can slow down, pause, take a snapshot. And then the following, the rest of the week, 7 days, will be wrapping up on October the 31st at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And the reason why we're having roughly 44 of those, subject to change, of course, 44 of those is just so we can, when people, I forgot to invite, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to wherever you are tuning in. I forgot that in the beginning. I was slow to, I should have had a checklist. Yeah. We're having 44 of those hours. They're all live. And we are not going to be really slow, because we are going to change the pace, because I did do some due diligence. I did phone my father today, and I said, "Hey, Dad." I didn't ask him, "Do you remember when I was born?" Because, hopefully he remembers my birthday. He does. But I said, did I make my mother have me, like, was my due date, like, when was my due date? And of course, no one's going to remember after 52 years. But he did remember. My dad said that I was past the due by a couple weeks. So I was not only a pain in the butt for my life in the life of my mother, but I was probably a pain in her tummy for longer than she had hoped. So I thought that was good. I thought that was, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. Yeah. So I was a baby that was overdue. Oh my goodness. I guess, yeah, overdue for, I don't know. But anyways, so 9 months and 2 weeks, let's just say, I was in my mother's stomach from conception to birth. Okay. I did say that. Yes, I did say that. But we're going to get a lot faster than this turtle. We're not doing 2x or 1.5x speed on this video, but I'll talk very fast, because with Mr. Muladula's help, and hosted by yours truly, Kevin L. Giebert, Leonard Giebert, author, stand-up comic, and singer-songwriter, Mr. Muladula will be spending 60 minutes with you. Yes, 60 minutes, going from conception to birth. Yes, that's conception to birth, not 9 months and 2 weeks. No, Mom. From conception to birth in 59 minutes and 60 seconds. Yes, 59 minutes and 60 seconds. You will be able to conceive and birth your Mula story. Now, it's only going to be a baby. It's only going to be a baby story, but it is going to be there. It's going to be birth. It's going to be born from conception to birth. 59 minutes and 60 seconds. Yes, 59 minutes and 60 seconds. Not 60 minutes. No, 59 minutes and 60 seconds with myself introducing Mr. Muladula, and then Mr. Muladula wearing his scrubs and all that stuff, because he's just coming in from the hospital. Yes, he is. He's coming from the Moolavie Hospital, the birthing of the Moolavie story. So in 59 minutes and 60 seconds, Mr. Muladula will help you from November 7 o'clock, October 25th to 11 o'clock p.m. October 31st. So we hit all the time zones of the world, because there's people in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and at night right now watching this video live or on record. So we're going to be doing very good. You're going to be just mesmerized by how you can conceive to birth. That is talking about your your beliefs in money, your influences of money, to today, from birth to today, first thought till today. You'll be thinking of the archetypes of your Mula story. This speed is very fast for a voice. And then you will be looking at a timeline of things that are happening, and then you will be putting your lyrics of your Mula story to possibly a song. Yeah, a start of a song, a birthing. Look at that, a birthing of a song. You might have the verse or the bridge or the chorus or the intro, the outro, whatever. I call it ABBA-size. ABBA, ABA, AABB, ABCB, ABC, AAC, ABCC, whatever ABBA-size, meanings the rhymes. And you'll just be putting your words down at a very quick, your words will come down in a turtle pace, but then the song will appear, it will be birthed, and then we can discuss how we can go forward with that. So I will just slow down a little bit back to regular speed, regular program speed, but it's always nice to have a little change of change of pace, So at the end of the day, hashtag below Moolah, MOOLAH. I will be inviting you to live in the Moolavie community, and we will be having the 59. Mr. Muladula will be having the 59 minute and 60 second from conception to birth, birthing your Moolah story. So, on behalf of the Chocolate Turtle and yours truly, Kevin Leonard Giebert, I thank you for your time and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you may be watching this. And Moolah vie is Moolah, money, and c'est la vie en français. Ms. Greenwood, merci beaucoup. It's life, Moolah vie. And the tagline is living or working together. My goal is for my audience and those around you to live your life and money on purpose. Take care. Bye. See ya.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Thanks for joining us for Living the Moolah vie. Hope to see you again soon. Hope to see you again soon.